you want me to go to the actual YouTube channel? I mean, I didn't even
It's not on the YouTube channel. It's literally like someone just put it on there.
put it up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this is awesome.
Are you?
You've never seen this movie?
I've never seen it. No. Oh my God. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. Well.
It's awesome. There's several different versions of it.
Yeah. It looks like it.
Well, because YouTube does have movies on there, but this is not one of those that they put on there.
No one that I know. I mean, even the people that I know that grew up with this movie, they would say they haven't seen it forever. I remember talking with a couple of friends.
Like a couple months ago.
Really?
I don't know if I've told you, I was kind of like rebuying like a bunch of the action figures, like buy more action figures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I went to Ollie's. Shout out to Ollie's. But I got this.
Oh wow.
Little. It's a audio medium, but it's a little Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. But hold on, you're not gonna recognize this, but
okay.
It's from the Power Rangers.
Which one?
His name was Ninjor.
Ninjor.
Hence the N. It was like an alien that came and helped them out.
That won't be misinterpreted. Yeah.
And then it does this.
Does it?
Okay, did you remember those old? I don't know if you saw those.
Yeah, I did. I remember those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna go to Walmart and go get something, but I was like, no, like I gotta save because I'm going to Taiwan. They have like the Power Rangers masks, and they have the old school ones like this. There was like the Power Rangers that you could flip, and which like flip their face to like their actual face. So I was like, dude, I gotta get them.
That's cool.
But yeah, you can see all my stuff back there. I got,
you even got Mjolnir's hammer.
Yeah, I got Mjolnir.
Mjolnir, however you pronounce it.
I got Darkseid. This is the dude from Big Lebowski. The Batman's glasses in the corner. Both of these are Namor.
Yeah.
The Robert Pattinson Batman. That's just. I think this is from what's his name? Lionel. You probably can't see it, but Lionel Lopez gave it to me. Hector Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
There's Homer Simpson back there. I got Jon Stewart Green Lantern. I got Bo-Katan in the original packaging.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. And then I got Mjolnir, but it's like the Mjolnir is like one of those paper puzzles that you put together.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been collecting a lot. What is it? I've been collecting like comics, books, and stuff like that.
You know what I do want to get? Like, and I feel like every collector has to have it. Is a lightsaber, like a legit lightsaber.
Yeah.
But they're like what, $200?
Yeah, the cheapest. I mean, I bought mine.
Exactly.
This was like almost 10 years ago now. This was like, when was this? This was a while back, but I bought it for like probably $250. But that was because, I mean,
that's kind of expensive.
that's still a pretty good price because at the time there was really no method of shipping and the pandemic happened and everything like that. So I was like, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna go to Disney World. I mean, buying it at $250 or whatever was cheaper than going. So I was like, I'll just buy it, and I had the money for it, so I bought mine. I bought like Ben Solo's, and the reason I got that version is because it looks worn out. It looks used. It has that
ridiculous, bro. Yeah. It looks homemade.
Yeah.
like I mean, all of them are homemade, but like that he didn't have the training. He didn't get to that part for making his own lightsaber, so like he just like winged it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of stuff that we geek out on, for you, Star Wars is your pinnacle, like, of geeking out.
Yeah, but I'm at that point where it's just, I'm not as passionate about it as I once was. Unfortunately, I mean, I love Star Wars, and it's just me. I just want good stories of Star Wars, and I always want that out of everything that I watch and get into. Have you seen the new Mario movie? No, I haven't seen it either. But it's really interesting seeing it on the sidelines and seeing a divided crowd. People saying that it's great, it's fun, while the other ones are saying it is fast paced. It is a movie for people with low attention spans because everybody is saying the same thing.
It's for kids.
Yeah, it's for kids. It's for 10-year-olds who, I mean, we were 10 years old, but at the same time, we grew up with kid movies that were very good stories.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually one of them that I was thinking about doing right now, instead of the Power Ranger movie, was the Ninja Turtle movie from the 90s. And that
I wouldn't
really
mind.
good.
I wouldn't mind watching that because it's been so long since I've seen it. I don't remember anything, but I just remember that I'm loving it. I I remember.
You were you ever into Ninja Turtles?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Mutant Mayhem I heard is pretty good.
Um. Wait a minute. Which one?
It's
It's not the one
animated.
that. It's not the one that just came out a couple of years ago, was it?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
one with
Okay. That's
the
the one.
hipster
They're all.
O'Neil.
Yeah. They're all Jackie Chan's Splinter.
Yes,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
one's
I
name.
saw that one. That's actually really good. And they also did some callbacks to the original. I mean, I think they were what in this. Not switch. Not. What do you call a place where they a chop shop? I think I want to say is like they
Yeah,
were in this garage where these guys were, there were thieves or whatever, and I think it was Michelangelo that bumped into the car and it started playing the ninja rap or something like that. Go ninja, go go. Do you remember that?
oh, that's a great song, bro.
It's so good, and I
I'm a
was like,
problematic person.
but that's how you like you respect the fans from the past and you integrate it. But in this version of the movie, they're legit younger, so they had to make April O'Neil younger.
Out of all the things that like, because like we geek out on Star Wars, Marvel, DC, but those things are kind of always in in the pantheon. They're always like in the lexicon of pop culture and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Ninja Turtles kind of ebbs and flows. It comes and goes. But for you, what is one, like, I wouldn't say deep cut, but yeah, maybe a deep cut or something that is very popular but hasn't gotten a new version of it or an updated movie or anything that you would like to see? And the reason I ask you that is because for me, it would be Power Rangers. Because the movie that they did, the like 2007, almost 10
Yeah.
years ago, it wasn't that great, but they didn't. I was like, you still could have continued to make it again.
Wait, did they? They never made a sequel to that one?
They never made a sequel to that one, no.
Really? I think it was on the YouTube video that I saw that
They might have been. They
they
said
were
it.
planning on making the sequel,
They
but
set
something
it up because
happened.
it ends with them introducing a new student to the school, and it was Tommy Oliver.
Because I haven't seen that movie either. How was it, in your opinion?
It's all right. It was not too bad. It was cool. I mean,
It's just,
like you said, like why did they have to change it? The Rita Repulsa was white,
mm,
and she's supposed to be
yes.
Asian.
I'm pretty sure I'm mixing things up. I thought, wasn't she the actress a fan of the Power Rangers? Or am I
Yeah, that's
just
why. No, that's why.
that's?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know why she had to play Rita, but I mean,
she just played something
if
else.
she plays it well, it works.
It was she actually did a
But
pretty good job. And I didn't care. And they also like did they gender swap any of them? No, but they did like the Power Rangers are it's more than anything. It's the Power Rangers. It's not the personalities so much. So
mm,
that I thought it was cool. Because like in the early versions of it, it was the course 5, and then Tommy came on, and they had 6, and then 3 of them left, and they got replaced by other people. So it's like they were constantly getting replaced. But going back to that question, is there anything that you were like, okay, I want a new version of this?
that's why you should say that. I'm like, because I mean, I would have to really think about it because I'm trying to really think like, what's something that that I really love that hasn't been messed up. I felt a lot of things have been just they try to do a modern take on it and they just can't make it successful, if that makes sense. They can't make it entertaining because I don't know, like certain things like Marvel, like I said, like you know my
Yeah,
take on She-Hulk. She-Hulk was just, and I know you have you seen it yet, or you've never seen, you're not gonna.
nah, no, I'm
Oh,
probably not
God,
ever
man,
going
that
to.
that really, to me, that one really hurt. It's like, let's just say if Fantastic Four was just really bad instead of, I mean, I like the
I mean,
Fantastic Four that what we got, but just imagine
the
someone,
previous ones were terrible.
yeah, but just imagine, just I don't, you don't have to imagine because it's happened to you as well. Just something, but I'm really trying to remember what movie or what franchise or something that's, I don't know. I mean, I would say Star Wars to try again because so far these past 10 years,
Nah.
nothing really good has been
You
going
just have
on.
to leave it
But
as it is. Sorry,
yeah, I know.
you're just gonna have to leave
There's
it as
they're
it is.
they're too deep in already, and I'm like, all right, well, but I'll have to really think about it because they tried Ninja Turtles, and I think the sequel's coming out next year, maybe. I don't know. It's just I know a lot of things have happened. Like the writer's strike delayed a lot of things. Like for example, Into the Spider Verse. That was the third movie was supposed to come out like I think
Also,
this
too,
year or
because they
something.
were abusing in like a sense of overworking the animators, and they had to. I think they started unionizing because they were like, we have
Yeah,
no choice.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's not fair, man. I mean, I know, I get it. It's a business, but nah, man. Like
You know what? I
that.
will. I will tell you the thing that I do geek out on. I told you I saw it last week or the week before. Was the Mortal Kombat. Love that game. It's not, it's violent, but I love it.
Right.
I'm glad it got to.
When
They got two
the
movies.
is that a new movie out? Is that out
Yeah, it
yet?
came out like it
Did
came
you
out
what?
last week.
Did you
Yeah,
see it? How
I
was
saw it
it?
the day of.
How
I
was
liked
it?
it a lot.
Yeah.
I liked
Okay.
it a lot. But it did one of those things that Star Wars did, 100%.
Oh, great. What?
That it got a lot of backlash for the previous movie, and so they try to fix some things. And
Oh.
it did fix it, but it's like it was a little obvious, like that they were
Mhm.
trying to. And spoiler for this movie, but there was one character that they added. It's an original character to the movie, not to any of the games. And it was just like, why? There's so many other characters. Why did you need to?
Why that one?
And they made this character the main character. When in the games, the main character is Liu Kang, but you don't have to make him the main character. There's Sonya, there's Johnny Cage, there's I was gonna say Frozone, Sub Zero,
You're right.
and Scorpion. Like you can make those people
I'm assuming
main.
Johnny Cage is the main character of that movie. I mean, I'm saying if
The
from the
new one,
trailers that I've seen. Yeah.
the new one, it's Johnny Cage and then Katana.
Okay.
Those are the main ones.
Oh. Okay.
But then this character within the first 45 minutes just like gets cut. Like yeah, they
Really?
like he was the main character in the other movies, and then people were like, "Why did you do that? Like, why did you make him?"
The main
And then
character.
the first one didn't have a tournament in it, bro.
Okay.
And it's like it's called the Mortal Kombat tournament, and you don't have a tournament in there.
What was the Japanese actor? I forgot his name. That the guy from Shogun, Last Samurai. I forgot the
Yeah,
name
yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah. He played Scorpion.
Okay,
Great. He's
Scorpion.
phenomenal.
Like,
Phenomenal,
like,
dude.
like I remember seeing like because they put it up on YouTube. Like, I guess it was the beginning of the movie, the first 5 or 10 minutes of the movie, and
It was, I think,
from what I heard, that's mainly all his acting in the entire movie. I'm like, that
yeah,
guy's such a great actor. Why do you wait? Why are you wasting him?
yeah, and that was the first movie too.
Yeah. So,
That was let me see the actor's name because he's a great actor. He's come out on other stuff.
oh yeah, he's very good.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Okay.
Hiroyuki Sanada. Shout out to you, guy, because you did an amazing job. And you know what? Like I think I've said this before about Power Rangers, and it's funny that it comes up that there's like a Spanish version of this movie on YouTube.
Oh God.
I know I've told you this before, but it was on a Superman episode, so I was like, I cut it out because it's like that episode that we did. I don't know if you saw it, if you heard it, bro. The Superman episode,
Not all. I
2025.
don't remember,
It's
but
like
I
two
know.
hours long.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I had to like cut stuff out. I was like, bro,
Wow.
it would have been
It's
three.
too long. Yeah.
But I'll say this because it pertains to Power Rangers. When this movie came out, when did this Power Rangers 95? So it came out in 95. And I've told you this before that we were in Mexico, and
That's right.
and I wanted to go see it, and so they took me to this nice cinema, and the only showing that was at the time we were going was a subtitled. Now, for me, that's not bad because I'm American. I can just listen to it. So for me, like I speak English. Who cares? Like I can just ignore the subtitles and just hear them. But it's like for all the little kids that don't know English, which would be the majority of them, their parents are gonna have to be like, y luego dijo, like telling them the story. So I was trying to watch the movie and it was just like watching it with a bunch of people that were talking.
Right.
So I had to, when we came back to the United States, we watched it again.
Yeah, because kids at that age, they're not gonna. Yeah, a lot of them don't know quickly how to
Especially
read.
back,
Yeah.
well, especially back then. Like maybe now, I know a lot of kids in Mexico, especially in Mexico City, speak English. But
No, but yeah, especially at that time, yeah, watching a movie subtitles. Like I remember going to watch a few. Like I grew up watching a lot of things subtitles are captioned because my sister's hearing impaired. So
yeah,
I'm at the point where I need to watch a movie in subtitles, or else
that's
it
how I
just
watch movies.
feels
That's how I watch every single one.
right. So that's how I start watching movies every time. But I mean, I can understand what for kids, and then especially in the '90s, I can understand that'd be they wouldn't know what's going on. They would have to read really fast and
¿Qué está diciendo el güero?
right because they're not gonna catch a lot of things.
Another story that I have before we get into the movie, and again, you've heard this story before, but now it's appropriate for the Power Rangers movie. So there was Tommy, the Green Ranger, which is dope. Everybody loves Tommy. Tommy's the best. Then he got his powers taken because they were evil powers. So then there was a 3-part series, like a mini series of the Power Rangers when they were going to introduce the White Ranger, right? And so nobody knew who the White Ranger was going to be, so you had to watch 2 episodes, and then finally got to the third one. And then basically the whole storyline is they're thinking that the Power Rangers, they're like thinking that something's happening with Zordon. They like disappeared. Zordon and Alpha 5, they disappear, then trying to find him. So then I think Billy's the one that finds them, finds their secret cave or whatever. So they're like, hey, what's up, dude? What are you guys doing? Like, are you doing something sus? And so they're like, no, we're making a Green Ranger. And so the Green Ranger literally comes down from the heavens.
He's like floating in a
Yeah,
pose, like a swan dive or something.
yeah.
I remember this because I don't know if I ever told you this. I actually saw just that episode when I was a kid.
Really?
So it just went. We just went straight to that, and I was like, "What is going on? What is happening?" And all of a sudden, I see this cool looking ranger guy, and he's just. It doesn't he have his like hands up in the air like?
He's literally like this, dude.
Like that. Okay.
Like
he's
that.
just,
Yeah.
He's in a pose, literally. And
Yeah.
He just floats down towards I forgot the name of because it's been forever. The Pink Ranger. Doesn't she just pass out once she sees who's behind the mask?
I think that might be one of my earliest crushes, bro.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
Her name is Amy Jo Johnson. In the show, she was Kimberly Hart.
Kimberly, of course.
Kimberly had my heart. What is it with all the Kims? You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. It was how old were you when you saw that show? That like around 10, 11?
So if the movie came out in 95,
I was 10.
I was 9, but the show probably started in 93.
Yeah, it started earlier.
I was like 7,
Yeah.
6 or 7. 6, 7.
Oh god.
So watching that episode, right? Tommy's coming down like this little guy. Tommy's coming down, and I don't remember what happened, but it was either
He slowly takes off his mask, if I remember.
Okay, see, that's the thing. I don't know.
I remember that much.
I saw it eventually, but
I think the only reason I remember this is because when I was watching, I was like, I want to be that guy. I need to be that guy.
So he's coming down, right?
Right.
Then I don't remember if it was because of the weather or because they interrupted for some special event. The feed cut off.
Oh.
I think it might have been rain. So the feed cut off, and I was like,
you know what?
What's going on? What happened? What happened? And this was back in the day where you don't have. I mean, you could record it, but it wouldn't matter because the feed changed. This is when they don't play reruns of the new episodes like that, not until years later.
No.
And you can't look at it online. So it was literally at the Kingdom Hall. So we had a meeting that day at the Kingdom Hall where I asked somebody what happened, and they told me. There was like, oh, it's Tommy, and I didn't see that episode.
I don't think you were the only one because I think you kind of triggered a memory that I completely forgot because I don't think maybe you've told me this story, but I feel like someone else told me this exact same story as well.
That's probably me because I've told you like 3 times.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah. But
I feel like someone else, I feel like probably like a power outage or something because of the weather. Something happened, but
Let's
yeah,
see. I think it was a power outage. I think it was, dude.
I want to say it was a power outage because a lot of people that I knew, at the time, they were into Power Rangers, and I feel like they told me the exact same thing.
I'm sure it was a power outage because
Were you living in California or in Texas?
This was all in Texas, so like it makes sense that it was rain because there's not.
Yeah, in California, it's still,
So
it used to rain only like 3 times a year.
I have a vague memory that it was interrupted by a special event or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure with power outages. Yeah. So that was my recollection of the movies. Now, we'll talk about it afterwards, but the way that these actors were treated, bro, was terrible. Was absolutely terrible.
I've heard, yeah.
Especially the way Saban, like, and you know the whole story behind this, that this is, and you can easily tell, bro. You can easily tell in the show when it's new footage and when it's just reused footage from the show Super Sentai.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you'll see like the costumes are a little different. And the one thing that I even noticed as a kid is that in the new footage, the footage they recorded, obviously the lighting is a lot like they're not going to think the kids noticed, and they probably didn't, but I did. The lighting is different, the costumes are different, and the one thing that I was like, dude, that's so weird. Why does it looks funny to me? And it was confirmed to me like maybe a couple years ago. I was watching something about it that the Yellow Ranger in the Super Sentai, which was like the 20th season of it wasn't like the first season of it. It was a man.
What?
Yeah. So the what they would do, like obviously when they're shooting the American characters, they would show faces and everything, but when they're in the suits, it would switch.
It's different, right?
They would switch to the Japanese ones. So that's what it was. Like in the American, it's a woman, and then they would switch over, and it like in the Japanese version, a man is playing, but you can't tell because it's in the costume. But
Right.
I could tell because like if you look
It
at it,
was
bro, like he's like
uh,
broad shouldered and he's
more,
flat chested too.
huh.
He's built like a dude.
I like the thing is like I pretty much fell out of Power Rangers. I want to say like less than a year before, when it was popular.
The
So
Power
I fell out of it
Rangers.
very early on, so I really don't even remember that much. I only remember certain bits and pieces. So I didn't really grow up that much with it.
I stopped watching when they got to Power Rangers Turbo when they started using cars, and then like in the movie they introduced a
There,
little kid,
it's all about the
and I was
toys,
just
man.
like, yeah, it was toys. That's literally
Yeah.
what it was. It was just a 30
Oh,
minute toy commercial.
I'm starting to remember a few things that I want reboot. That's and I think in a way they tried, but they did it. Transformers, but Beast
Yeah,
Wars. Do you remember those?
Beast Wars. Beast
Like I
Wars.
think I did. I tell you that there's it's on YouTube. The entire show is on YouTube, on
No, I didn't
their
know that.
official
YouTube page.
channel. So I
Is it
watched
two, 3 seasons?
somewhere around there. I watched Beast Wars, and then I think after that was Beast Machines. I
Beast
think which was
Machines. Were they
I
like back on Cybertron or something like that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw the entire show, especially for Beast Machines, because that's a show that I never got to see fully. Both of them really. Kind of underwhelmed at how it ended. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you
I don't
ever?
I don't know if you want me to spoil it because, but
That's
no,
fine. I don't care.
what was his name? What's the name of the leader in this one? It's not. It's
In Beast Wars?
yes, Optimus
Um,
Primal.
no, Optimus Primal. Optimus Primal.
Primal, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
he pretty much in the end of Beast Machines, he sacrifices himself to defeat, I think, Megatron, who took control of Cybertron, and uh, everybody. It's very janky the ending because supposedly you see from the horizon a bunch of robots coming in celebrating, and it's just you could tell it's janky because it's slow and because
Yeah.
this was a '90s show, the rendering was really bad. But if you look that up, it's basically he sacrifices himself for Cybertron and everybody.
Like he always
So
does.
yeah, and I'm like, well, I feel like he could have saved it without killing himself, but that's just me.
I feel like a lot of times you can't. Like a lot of people that sacrifice. I'm like, you didn't need to do that. Like,
Maybe this is just my opinion. I just feel like it was rushed, just like a lot of things.
well, I think also too at the by that point they were trying to get the episodes out.
Yeah, they were just yeah, because I remember like the show was not as long as Beast Wars. I think the Beast Machines
It
were
was only one season, I think.
yeah, it was like one or maybe two,
What
maybe,
were
but
the Beast Wars like 1 or 2 seasons, but they were like 30 episodes each or something like that?
they were quite a bit. If you look it up, hang on, Beast.
Beast Wars.
Da-da-da-da-da. One.
Oh, it's on Tubi.
Yeah, it's in a lot of things. Wait, for some season one is 52 episodes. No, I
There
think
you go. Yep.
that's
No, yeah. Because that's how Power Ranger is, bro. Like the first season's like 60 episodes.
52 episodes. 30. Yeah, that would make sense. 52 is still pretty. Yeah, 52 is seems to be the correct number, especially for a show in the 90s. God, I forgot his name already. Sorry, man. Like I'm dealing with a lot of back pain and I'm under medication, so my memory is pretty foggy. But my favorite character, and I forgot his name, and I can't really say he's my favorite because I forgot his name. But he's that the wolf-looking character. Remember he was if I remember his origins, he was an escape pod, one of these escape pods orbiting
Yeah.
Earth, and then it fell, and then I think
Was it the White Tiger?
no. I there's a white tiger, yes, but dude, they did that character dirty. The white tiger and the falcon. If again, I forgot their names of these characters, but they just pretty much removed them from the show, and I'm like, what? So when I watched the entire show, I was like, why did they just got rid of these characters? And it was a very controversial take because supposedly, like when they aired it in Japan, instead of the character being a woman, the falcon, I really gotta look up their names. But the in Japan, it was voiced by a man, and supposedly, the white tiger and this falcon, they were in a master student relationship, like respect, and they cared, but it was kind of, they had to do some edits about it to make it look that way. And the reason they did this instead of a woman, put a man instead of a woman, because they thought it would sell more action figures, because the boys would be like, oh, girls, why do I want to buy the
Yeah.
girl one? So they did that. Unfortunately, it just blew up in their face. I'm like, so I think if I remember, something happened, but I was like, I even at that age, even I was like buying action figures of girls, because I was like, the girls, I always thought girls were cool, but that's just me. I don't know.
Girls are so cool, bro. I don't think I bought any female action figures, but it wasn't because I was just
It
didn't want
really
to buy
wasn't
it.
right. It
I
wasn't.
just was like, oh, these
I
are my
was just
favorite.
getting the ones I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just getting
And
the
it's
ones I
not
wanted.
like my family. I'm pretty
Because
sure
that's the
you
thing, though.
like you're.
I'm sure if they would have made awesome female characters, they would have bought them.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it because I feel like for most kids too, it's more than anything like
Air
oh the ones that
Razor.
you
Okay, Air Razor.
Air Razor.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Air Razor, and the White Tiger. I think his name was Tagatron. Silverbolt is the character that I really like.
My
I,
favorite was the Cheetor.
Cheetor. Yeah, I don't know when Silverbolt came out and he looked like a wolf. I was like, this is the character I want. Like, I never got to get a Transformers.
The action figures.
No, but I would love to see Beast Wars.
Talking about the Power Rangers stuff and
Mhm.
Transformers. Did you ever get into like Voltron or Gundam or anything like that? I never saw any of those, bro.
The problem with Voltron, for me anyway, yeah, there wasn't a lot of it. Like a lot of these things that I really like Voltron. Um,
Was there an Ultron or am I making that up?
no, I think Ultron, that's his name, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Oh
is
no,
that
you're
part
thinking
of
about Marvel.
I'm thinking about Marvel, yeah.
No, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about. That
Voltron.
no,
Voltron
it's
is one, right?
that's
Gundam is
one, but
another one,
I
right?
know you're talking about this specific Japanese one, right?
Yeah,
I
right?
know who you're talking about. I just don't remember his name, because I used to own as a kid a VHS of Godzilla, and he actually worked with this mech to fight the monsters. I forgot his name though. He was originally supposed to be in Ready Player One, but they couldn't get the rights for this
They have
character.
Gundam in there, I think.
Yeah, they actually used Gundam instead. Well, no, it wasn't Gundam. They used the Iron
Voltron?
Giant.
They had, but I'm pretty sure he has one of the other ones because it was
Let's see. What's
because
his name?
the Iron Giant
Voltron?
was fighting something else,
Yes.
and it wasn't the Power Ranger one.
They did no, you're right. They did change it to a Gundam.
Was it
It wasn't Voltron, it
Gundam and
was
Voltron are not the same thing, right?
no,
That
Voltron is Power Rangers, isn't it? No, Megazoid, or no, what's that no, no,
Zord.
that's something else. That's an anime as well.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's I forgot the
But
giant.
they're both about Jaegers.
Yeah, mech
This is like
Japanese.
seriously, this is a for me a area I have no like nothing like
There was
no experience, no knowledge of.
Are you talking about
Gundam and
Gundam?
Voltron. And Voltron. Yeah.
Like,
Alrighty, dude. Let's watch this movie, man. Let's watch a Power Rangers from 1997. There's nobody famous in this movie other than the Power Rangers themselves.
yep.
Let's watch that. This is the first time like watching this, dude. This is awesome. This is gonna be a treat for you.
I've okay.
Um, and I want you to focus on how it's very much of the time,
Hmm.
and also think about of something that you watched as a kid, and then you watch it again as an adult, and you're like, oh man, I ruined it for myself by watching it.
Oh, that's not gonna take long, I'm sure.
Yeah, alrighty then, dude. We'll go ahead and watch this movie, Power Rangers, the greatest movie of all time.
Yay!
Before we get to it, I am gonna ask you that we can watch something when we're done with this discussion. Then we'll discuss about that too. Now,
Okay.
how much of a '90s movie was this? A '90s kids
Oh,
movie?
this was so like 100%. Like it just started off with them jumping out of a airplane, and I I have completely forgotten about those two dorks.
Skull.
Yeah, Skull and the other guy. I comp Bulk and Skull. I think that's their
Yeah, their
names. Yeah.
their actual real names are like Bulkmeyer and Skulovich or something like
Yep.
that.
Yep. That's what it is. Because I wrote down
Yeah.
the entire cast, the names and
Okay.
the characters,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was like, I completely forgot about these guys.
Oh, they're the best, dude. I love
I
them.
was, I mean, we'll talk about it when we talk about it. I completely forgot that they were in the show. It's just the thing is, like, I pretty much only saw, like, Power Rangers was pretty much only in my life probably in that first year,
Okay.
and so obviously from that first year to now, a lot has happened. But I mean, I'll say this: half of the cast I don't recognize.
I don't think any of them were really famous, bro. Like,
No, I mean like from the original. Was this
okay,
because there's some changes, right?
there's some changes. So that's what I was telling you earlier. That let's see, the Black Ranger, the
Mhm.
Red Ranger, and the Yellow Ranger, they were all
Yes,
recast.
right. The
They were
only ones I
cast.
recognize are he used to be the green. He's the White Ranger now.
He's the White Ranger now. Tommy, Kim,
White,
and
the Pink, and the Blue Ranger are
Blue.
the only
Yeah,
ones that I
Billy.
recognize. So I
So
was like a little surprised by that. But then I thought, okay, something happened along the way, and if
I think they got replaced by the
that's what I
second season.
assumed.
By the
That's what I
second season.
assumed. I assumed like, okay, within the show something happened because I remember like probably one seeing one episode where the Red Ranger took on the responsibilities of the because remember the Green Ranger used to have these shoulder pads,
Yeah.
and the Red Ranger that was transferred to the Red Ranger at one point
Yeah, like for an episode.
for an
Yeah.
episode, and I kind of assumed that's what happened. Like, okay,
Uh,
episodes that I haven't seen, the seasons, they either swapped the actors or swapped the characters entirely, and I just assumed that's what happened.
no, what happened was that we talked a little bit about it earlier. Is that in the beginning that
Management or something, right? Saban.
the Saban, they didn't want to pay anymore. Like they were shooting. I was watching something yesterday that Walter Jones, who played the original Black Ranger, they were shooting 4 episodes every 2 weeks, and it was like they said it was a grind, like to do all these episodes,
How
and they
long?
wanted more money.
Yeah, how long were like if 4 episodes in 2 weeks?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it might have been 14. I think
14 episodes in 2 weeks?
ridiculous. It was something ridiculous. Yeah.
Like how long was each episode? Like how long was each?
Each episode was 30 minutes, but you have to realize that
Yeah,
half of the
but
footage was
making
from
it
China. Yeah.
right, but
I mean, that's
actually,
Japan.
but like for the actor to actually make one episode, that would how long that would take? That would take a day, maybe a half a day,
So I used to
depending
work.
on
When I was in LA, I used to work on the shows that I did, and
right.
on average, it would take them 4 or 5 days to do one episode. A 30-minute episode would take like about
So
4 or 5
like
days.
I'm also trying to consider. Okay, they already had footage recorded, so
So
obviously
they were just popping them out.
they right. So let's just say a recording for them would be a couple of hours for one episode. Let's just say maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fact check myself because
Yeah,
when I said 4 out loud, I was like, that doesn't seem like that long, but it might have been like more than that. But
but we're
the
talking
schedule,
2 digits and two. Yeah.
the schedule was grueling. They wanted more pay. They didn't want to pay them, so they decided to leave. So in the
I
middle of one of
mean,
the season, they made them see that like they were going to a peace summit, and then that's when they transferred. They brought on Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. So that's why they
yeah.
weren't in the movie. Yeah.
I think the reason I started like falling into a rabbit hole as you one does when going on YouTube, I think it's because didn't the actor the Green Ranger passed away
He
or
passed
so?
away recently,
Yeah,
like
kind of
within the past
semi
3 or 4
recent.
years.
Right. So I think because he passed away, I guess a lot of Power Ranger information started ending up in the algorithm, if you
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
And I was like starting looking into that. I was like, oh my god, they and these guys were what 17? They were like
Barely teenagers.
barely being minors. I mean, barely being young adults. I mean,
Yeah, and also too, in watching that stuff, I already knew this happened, but September 2001, September 3rd, 2001, the Yellow Ranger, she passed away in a car accident
oh,
in 2001. Yeah. But okay, now talking about the Green Ranger, and this has always been like a thing of contention that they're like, okay, why'd you make the Black Ranger black and then the Yellow Ranger Asian? And I didn't know this, but I was watching an interview again with Walter Jones, the guy who played the original Black Ranger, and he said that that was just a coincidence because there was actually somebody before her that was playing the part, and I think they said her name was Aubrey, so I don't know if she was white or black or whatever, or or Latina.
I always kind of assumed that's what it was, but I feel like
It's always
how
funny, like
yeah, I mean, I understand, but I feel like that was
yeah.
something that the fans were more, or people not involved in the show, they were more making something that what didn't exist, making it a big deal. And I feel like that was
It's
it.
even
That was
funny
just
that
one
like
of those things.
there's a Key and Peele sketch about that. There's like these Rangers and they're like, Black Ranger, hurry up and like, shoot your rockets. And he's like, there's no Black Ranger on the team. He's like, we're talking to you, Black Ranger, but he's like green. Like his
Hmm.
color scheme is green. He's like, I'm not the Black Ranger. I'm the Green Ranger. It's like, come on, Black Ranger.
Oh,
And then he starts going. He's like, oh, how would you like it if I called you the Yellow Ranger and you're Asian, or the Red Ranger and you're, there's a Native American character in that
right.
sketch, and they're like, whoa, that's racist. And they're like, you guys are calling me the Black Ranger and I'm the Green Ranger. You know what is really cool, and I still get nostalgia from this, is the opening when you see the Fox 20th Century
Hmm.
opening. Oh, dude, I remember that, especially with Star Wars.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh, dude, it takes me back.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I totally get it.
So one thing you were talking about right about the bat, and I wrote a note down here. They were skydiving for charity. What? What? Huh? How does skydiving raise charity money? I don't
I
get it.
guess
And they're
I'm
teenagers. Who would let teenagers?
I don't know. I'm guessing people bought tickets. I don't know how charity events work, but I guess
Watch
people
them
bought
land?
tickets to watch people fall, bring their kids and watch people almost kill themselves. I
And
don't know.
this is the first time I noticed it. But when they start landing, it's like different departments of the city, I guess. Because it was like sanitation. Then the
Yeah.
kid's dad was the firefighters or something like that,
Something like that. Yeah.
or
What
fire
was
and
the kid
rescue.
the kid oh, yeah, that's right. There is a subplot in this movie.
They always have to put kids in movies, and
They
I
always have
guess.
to. And I guess this was one of them, and well, we could talk about it even
And
more
like
once we get
they
into it.
do it because it's like, oh, you want to feel like you're part of the.
I guess.
But I was
And
like,
in the end,
I don't want to
in
be
the
the
end,
kid.
the kid's like, oh, I heard you did a lot of things, Frank, and it was like, yeah, but the Power Rangers did most of it. I'm like, you didn't
I
even
would take.
see them. You guys were not even the same. What?
I would have taken all the credit. I would have like, yeah, that was all me.
Yeah.
The Power
I'm
Rangers
like,
did nothing. They didn't tell me at all. I was all me.
no.
And then also too, it's like as a kid, I remember as a kid, I was like, I don't want to be the kid. I want to be the Rangers. I want like
Yeah. I
the
don't want. I guess they have to put some sort of representation or something into
well,
that.
like every single movie has a kid, and like that. So Jurassic Park has it.
Yeah,
Um,
which did not.
every single one, and the only ones that was good in was the first one. Those kids were actually kind of cool because they actually did stuff. They were smart.
Yeah.
And then after that, anyways,
Yeah.
what other notes? Oh, and then seeing Amy Jo Johnson, still crushing, bro. I'm still crushing on her.
There was a certain character I was like, who is this? Like, why
Oh, is
isn't
it Dulcie? Dulcie?
yes,
Dulcie? Yeah,
Dulce, man.
Dulcin or whatever her name is.
Dulcia, yeah. But to me, I was like, oh, that is who? Why isn't she in
You're
this
like,
movie?
hey, who are you, ma'am? Oh yeah. So I was telling you, I think that Kimberly was my first crush, dude. Like, I
Oh,
honestly think she was. It was probably her and Thalia.
I
Were
no, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I had. I mean, going back and looking at her, I'm like, oh, she's still, in my opinion, she's still a beautiful woman.
oh, she
I,
is
I looked up photos of her to see how she
top.
is,
She
how
is,
she's doing. I think
and
she's still a great.
I was looking at photos too, but I was like, she's 56, I'm 40. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's not that much of a,
it's still possible.
it's still possible.
She wants someone younger. So that's fine.
I was like, I need a sugar mom.
Sugar
So,
mom.
so I don't know if you looked up this, but this is not part of this is out of continuity. This is not canon in the show.
That yeah, I was looking into that. I was like, okay, apparently this isn't canon. I'm like, is this okay? I'm pretty
Like
sure
an
this is
Elseworld
one,
kind of thing. Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure because, and you tell me if I'm right or not. It was this kind of like a hinting towards the next Power Rangers show, the ninja look.
So I don't know if that was on purpose that they did that, but they did take some elements from this and add it to the show eventually. Like within
Because I
the next
remember
couple
as a
episodes.
kid, I remember seeing commercials of toys of Power Rangers, and I remember they had
Oh,
ninja
oh yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
looks.
Okay, now I remember like right now. So the action figure I showed you, Ninjor,
Yeah.
he's the one that gives him the power. It wasn't Dulcine or Dulcin or whatever her name was.
Oh,
It
okay.
was Ninjor. They gave him those ninja powers, hence and he gave him the
The
Zords. Sorry, the
Zords.
Zords looked a little
Yeah.
different, but it was still frog, ape, bear, lion, or whatever it was.
The idea was still the same. They just,
Still
I
the
guess,
same.
they made it look better since.
So by this point, they started getting more money into the production. They were making, I'm pretty sure the toys were selling like
After
hotcakes, bro.
this,
Yeah, like there was
dude,
that moment that doesn't really happen too much anymore, but in the '90s where they would sell like any toy, like was it Tickle Me Elmo, the Cabbage Patch, these toys,
yeah,
the Ninja Turtles, and people would go ape for this
it would
stuff.
it's yeah, the latest craze. I mean, I remember seeing that with my nieces when they were kids. Remember, rubber bands became popular again like 10 something years ago. My
But
niece
you would go to the store and
kids,
like
yeah,
nothing. You would
yeah,
have
there'd
to
be
fight people for them.
yeah, it'd be the next crazy thing they would have to buy for their kid because their kid wanted it.
Did you notice any of the dialogue that was like just the worst?
The worst. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was very
And
stilted,
And
very
yeah, dude, I really like these characters. I like these people, but their acting is just so bad, so bad. And I guess maybe they told it to. I imagine that was the direction that they gave him, not to act bad, but just to don't like make it
don't
too
overdo it.
emotional. Yeah, don't overdo it because it's a kid
Don't,
show.
yeah.
Like you're not gonna.
Just do what we tell you and just go with it. Ivan Ooze.
Okay. So that guy, I just look. I was like, because I remember watching behind the scenes when I was a kid, and they were making a big deal about this guy who. So Paul Freeman plays Ivan Ooze,
Right.
which is a brand new character. He hasn't appeared in anything since. Although I think they might have comic books continuing this continuity. But that being said, they were kind of making a big deal out of it. They were like, "Oh, we got Paul Freeman to be in this
Oh,
movie."
were they building up? They were building it up or hyping it
Yeah,
up.
and it made it to me. It made it seem like back in the day with Star Wars. Again, always talking about Star Wars, when they were like, "Oh, we got Alec Guinness to be in this movie,"
Right.
and I
Well,
looked it up, and he actually comes out in Indiana Jones. He's
really?
one of the other architects, I think, in the Temple of Doom, like the rival architect into the Temple of Doom. I'm sure
I
he's
would have
done
to
other
go
stuff.
back. It's been a while,
Yeah.
but okay. I
But
wouldn't be surprised.
I think his performance was great. His performance was amazing. He did exactly what they needed him to do in this movie, and his little one-liners, like
it
were
was it was really one of those cartoon villains that is almost in every show in some way or form. Like he
yeah.
reminded me, I
Mhm.
can never get like the character from the DC universe who was voiced by well anyway the short bald character that was from a different dimension and you have to
Oh,
say his
Mr.
name.
Mixapidilix.
Yes, him. He reminded me kind of like a
Yeah,
character
a little
like
bit
that. Very not
witty.
not the serious deadly presence, more like a comic relief, like a character that has a tons of power and could just swash everything with a waving his
Yeah,
hands.
it was like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Kind of like he's super deadly, but you can't tell it off right off the bat because he's always joking
Yeah,
and
there's
making
always
jokes.
he's always making one-liners
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Really trying to be a villain. I mean, there's some questions I would like to ask you,
Go for it, bro.
okay,
Let's see
like
if I can answer them.
when you saw before in the show. Hold on, let me see if I got the.
When I saw
Okay,
Kimberly, oh man,
yeah, Kimberly, I'm sure you. Okay, but
swooning.
the thing is, the main villains were Rita. At first, it was just Rita. She was
At
the
first it
one
was
in
just Rita.
charge. Then later on, Lord Zed. That was
Yep.
his name, right? Lord
Mhm.
Zed comes out later. How did you feel? Now, the thing is, Ivan Ooze comes out in this movie and pretty much just pushes the main villains
Immediately.
aside immediately. That's how powerful this guy is.
Mhm.
So now that supposedly that Ivan Ooze is gone
Yeah.
and Zed and Rita are back in charge, how did that make you feel? Like, wouldn't that bring their threat level kind of down for you since this other villain, knocked them out?
Washed them
If you know
aside.
what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I will say that as much as I geek out like I do right now, I don't think I did it that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
This
because
is
that's
this
what
is
I'm
more of like a
wondering. You as a kid who went to watch this movie and then
yeah.
continued watching the show, how did that affect you in any way? Like, did
No,
that make
not
you?
really.
Did
No,
that
I
make
don't think I saw it
Zed
like
and
that.
Rita less threatening or more like a
No,
punching bag?
because
Or
like this whole geeking out on stuff, it was really when I was like in my like late teens,
right?
and I say that to say that I love this and I had everything but like to go into lore and go into like thinking like we do now,
Yeah,
I don't think I did. So I just saw it as like, oh, it's a cool new character. And then I kind of always kind of thought that like because when their suits were different, the command center was different. They actually showed more of Angel Grove. I kind of always thought in the back of my mind, like, this isn't the regular storyline of the Power Rangers. So I don't
Oh,
really think
okay.
I saw it like that. And to be honest with you, that happens so much in the regular show that it was kind of like, oh, it's par for the course.
Okay.
That, like, at first, like you said, it was Rita, then it was Lord Zed. But at some point it was just Zed because he did that to Rita.
Oh.
She escaped and then she like offered a truce like to marry him or whatever. And I think Lord Zed is actually original to the American series. I don't think it was in the Super Sentai.
Okay.
And so then eventually it happened again with who came in. Oh, Rita's family. It was like Rito Revolto and like some of her dad. It was her dad and her brother. Then with them at the end, it was like the Machine Empire. Like, and that's kind of when I
They're
stopped watching it.
always one-upping the next
Yeah,
threat, the
like
next threat.
kind of like, okay, so let me shoot this back at you. It's kind of like when you were watching the Loki series, right? And he's in the TVA, and then he opens a drawer, and there's a bunch of Infinity Stones in there,
Right.
and you're like, oh, and the guy's like, oh, that's just paperweights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Less
if
special.
I think
Or
if I would have seen this as an adult, I would have been like,
oh yeah, it's that.
oh, dude, it's that, it's literally that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Again, there's different continuities and even like you know what I mean. But I didn't geek out like I do now because there wasn't enough stuff for me to like. If you wanted to, you would have to buy media. You would have to buy comic books. You would have to buy video games and stuff like that. And
You would have to like continue to,
as a kid, you can't do that.
you can't do that. Yeah.
Is there any part of the movie that you were like, oh, this is awesome? Like this is, even though it's corny, even though it's like, other than seeing Dulce, I gotta remember her name,
Dulcia.
Dulcia.
She's played by.
So,
I
so a
have
lot
her
of
right
these
here.
actors were Australian because they filmed this in Australia. I think it was Sydney or Melbourne.
Gabrielle Fitzpatrick, I think.
Dulcia, Gabriella Fitzpatrick.
Oh yeah. Okay, so speaking of Dulcia, who is she?
She was an original character. She doesn't appear in anything else other than
Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, that's cool. But
the actress.
who is she?
I have no idea.
I mean,
Again,
in the movie, who is she?
she's supposed to be the person that gives him that's guarding those what are they
The
called?
Zords?
Yeah, the secret power or whatever, the ninja powers,
yeah, the ultimate power.
the
Why?
ultimate power. I have no idea. I don't know what relationship she has with Zordon.
I don't
Like
either. She
if they
just
were like
knows
knocking.
Zordon. Yeah, she respects his wisdom or something like that, and that's it. And I was like, okay, cool. You guys are we gonna like have more about this?
No, I don't think they were gonna do that, bro.
They did it. They did it. They just okay. It's an Amazon woman, which I'm all about. But like, I was like, okay, why are you on this planet? Okay, if you leave this planet, she said she was gonna age as quickly as Zordon, so she was gonna die if she leaves. She turned into an owl at the end and disappeared after giving the Rangers the power. But I was like, okay, but who is she? What? Why? Why? I mean, I know it's a kids
You don't
movie.
seal. Honestly, I don't know, dude. I don't know why. I like, but also too, like, again, this is a kids movie, so they're not gonna explain that. In other media, they might have, but I don't think she appeared in anything else in this movie, dude.
She, or you mean the franchise at all?
Yeah, at all. I think it was okay.
And like you said, like this movie pretty much is its own thing. It doesn't really go off in the. It doesn't. The plot doesn't really extend to the show or anything like that, right?
No, it doesn't. It
Okay.
does not at all.
But yeah, pretty much half of the Rangers I didn't recognize. I was really confused, but then I was like, okay, something happened. I just went with it. Ivan Ooze arrives in the,
He's great.
you know,
Oh, and also too, like,
basically he's an egg in with a claw hand,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, all right, what's inside it? It's just goo.
Also too, like, I think they did that to sell because this was the time when like
Ah,
Gap and
that's
slime was popular.
right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And honestly, looking at the makeup, there was a really good job of makeup, dude. Like it's pretty pristine, and then putting that much purple on, dude, that's pretty cool. Do you think that this would be a movie that you would have been into when you were a kid? Because I know that it's very dated, but I love the
I
heck out of it, dude.
I really thought about this for like an hour after I saw it because it was already getting late. It was already
Yeah.
after 10. So, but the thing is, like the problem in my opinion, and I don't want to knock on this. I know this is a very great movie, like
How dare you,
because
sir?
I brought this. Check this out. And for those who can't see,
Digimon.
I am showing Bryan a Blu-ray case of Digimon the movies. Now, this
Oh,
movie came out.
movies.
They're now there. It was actually called The Movie, but this one is a special release. It came out like around 2 years ago. I
Okay.
bought it because I grew up with this. I know the power of nostalgia. Can I recommend this movie to anybody? No. Like, I cannot, because surprisingly, it is it is three OVAs that Fox had the rights to, and they had to get the showrunner. They were like, "Hey, make this into one movie and
Okay.
make it consistent."
Mhm.
So it's kind of like a Frankenstein kind of monster. The thing is, what's special about this release is that they went and for the first time released the unedited versions. It comes with the
Okay.
theatrical release and the unedited versions. They even went out of the way and brought back the original cast at, well, as many as they could. A lot of the cast members, that used to voice the characters,
Yeah, yeah,
some of them have passed away through, old age
yeah.
or health issues. But they came back, and they even brought, for the little dialogue that some of these characters had, they brought, their sons or their daughters to voice the
The
characters.
characters.
So they really went out of the way. It is a passion of love. The reason I'm telling you this, because I understand the power of nostalgia. I
Yeah.
get it. I totally get it. So really, this is just actually me trying to say that to you, Brian, because you know where I live. So so pretty much
We live
before I say
we live on the
anything,
same street of nostalgia. Yeah.
yeah. So I understand. The thing is, for me, after watching this movie, it didn't feel like a movie.
Mm.
It really, to me,
Interesting.
it felt more like a 3 episode arc of the TV show.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
just didn't feel like a movie of a franchise. Usually when you go to see a movie of a
Yeah.
franchise, the production is there, the budget's higher, everything, it's more of
Yeah.
everything. And I just didn't
Amped up to
feel
11.
right. To me, the budget was kind of, in my opinion, kind of the same. The CGI, it's funny. Remember, we talked about it before watching this movie, that about Beast Wars.
It looked
The
like Beast Wars.
CGI
It looks like
literally
Beast Wars, bro.
looked like exactly identical, if not the same as that TV show. The characters do a lot of stuff that they kind of like don't do. Like a lot of moments where the characters would have useful tools, but they don't use them until the last second. Okay, hey, all of a sudden the bad guys are here. Okay, let's fight them. Hey, we're getting our butts kicked. Transform. All right, why didn't you do that before? I don't know, but go anyway. Hey, we're getting our butts kicked again. Here's a whip. Here's a sword.
That's the setup of the
What?
entire show, bro.
Hey, I can't find them. It's too dark. Literal headlights. I'm like, all right, I still can't see them. X-ray. Why didn't you do that before?
Why do you even need the
there was
lights if you
there
have
was
X-ray
yeah, there was a
or night
lot
vision
of
or
this
whatever it
stuff,
is?
right? There was a
Sonar.
lot of this stuff that was happening, and I get it. It's a kids movie, and I feel like they were trying to like really extend, like especially that scene where they were
That's
trying
what
to
it is. They're
find
just trying to extend
they were
scenes.
just trying to
They do that
extend
in the show
the
too.
yeah. So I totally get it, but I'm trying to look at it as a 10-year-old, and if I was still into this franchise. And I think, to me, and this is just me personally, if I was 10 and still a fan, I think I would have walked out disappointed. I would have walked out
Be
disappointed
like, I want my money back.
because I still remember vividly. Like I told you this, the first time I knew about the existence of the movie, I went to go see that live action Jungle Book movie, and they had one of the trailers was the Power Rangers movie. It was more of a teaser than a trailer. It was a teaser for it. The entire theater, all of the kids roared. And for me at the time, I already fell out of it. I was like, okay, whatever. But I was happy for those who were still into it. But the thing is, if I think I was there and watched it, I was like, it was just more of the TV show than an
Yeah.
actual, you know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
compare it to like an actual movie of a TV show, it just felt like more of the same. It just felt like I was watching the TV show.
Long show.
This is the villain, this is the villain of this 3-part arc, and that's it. It's still one of the things that really disturbed me. Zordon, I don't know how I feel about him having physical form. Like I am really weirded out by that because again, I was only into this franchise for the first year, and I always
I,
saw Zordon as he was more like a figment, like a static
yeah.
image.
I think
I
this is the only
always
place where you see him like in his body.
I mean, there is a saying called, less is more.
Mhm.
Show, don't tell, stuff like that, right? And seeing Zordon here in just his head, very different than what I remember. He looked very weird. He looked
Yeah.
like some
Wrinkled.
fat dude that
It kind of looked like Hellraiser a little bit without
Something
or
like that. I was like,
Pinhead. Yeah.
he looked more like an actual face than what it was, a blurred
Yeah.
image. To me, as a kid, I always found that mystery more appealing because when you're a kid and when you have this kind of mystery, you always have this imagination. Oh, what does he really look like? What is it? So actually seeing him just weirded me out, and then him just actually lying on the bed, literally lying on the bed when the
Yeah.
Rangers come in. He's
Yeah.
like literally just lying there, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how I feel about him having a physical body. And then as the movie progresses, his face starts to melt off. Like,
I didn't notice that. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I am like, okay, I would have liked it more if the actor, if he was really dying, actually show it, like groan or actually show something that he's dying instead of just melting away, if that makes sense. But because don't know the fate of Zordon, because again, I don't know what happened with
I
the
don't
show,
remember what happened.
I really thought, okay, it'd be great if they actually commit it, and if he does pass away and they have to get a new. No, he's just magically,
Heels.
conveniently
Yeah.
healed. So I would have liked it if they, because that would have added more emotion to it. But again, I know it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
You can't, they don't want to take risks. But I just felt like I didn't really believe he was really dying. But I thought like somewhere halfway, if he does die, I would enjoy this moment more. That
If
would
he
make more
dies, I would
sense.
enjoy it
But that's
more.
because we see Kimberly in the movie just worried about him, really worried about him. There's scenes where she's literally just upset. She's worried. They're on
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
this new
It's like
planet trying to figure this out.
Zordon.
Yeah, and so I am just like, if they really do that, like I would feel something at least, but they didn't. So, it was whatever, which is fine, okay. But I just kind of felt like in the end it was kind of pointless because it was just, again, okay. I mean, again, I really don't know the power level between these characters anymore because Zordon just doesn't really put up much of a fight against Ooze. I would just really expected
Yeah. I
something.
would. I always thought that he was powerful, but apparently he might not
Apparently
be.
not be. But again, isn't this character apparently like in a different dimension or something
I
like
always
that?
thought he wasn't actually there. Always thought he was like somewhere else.
Yeah,
But
right.
maybe, but again, like we said, like this is a different continuity, and
But again,
haven't done that much of a deep dive into this lore.
yeah. But the thing is, I didn't know that until after I watched the movie. After I watched the movie, I was like, oh, okay, apparently this isn't canon.
Apparently, yeah. So
So,
speaking
but
on
again,
that,
I really thought like, I really saw Zordon kind of like the wizard in Wizard of Oz,
okay,
But after, again, very very intimidating, very scary. But once you know what's behind the curtain, falls flat, right?
oh, okay, you saw
It,
him
it
as like this all
th-
powerful being.
that's how I felt.
I
Like, oh,
always,
they
I
showed
didn't
Zordon.
figure him to
He's
be
not
like
as
that so
great as
much.
I. But then again, this is 9, 10-year-old me, and I
Yeah,
was
but I think
just,
also too, if you look at a lot of characters like that, like the Oz, like the great
yeah,
powerful, these people that like project that they're all powerful. Another one, Xavier, from the X-Men. He is powerful, but a lot of times he has no idea what he's doing, and he
yeah.
makes terrible
He's
choices.
winging it, yeah.
Yeah, and he just makes
But still the X-Men still look up to him, just still
yeah.
see him as,
Same with the Power Rangers. Same with the
yeah.
Oz. Now, you were mentioning some things, and it got me excited
Mm.
because of what we're gonna watch right now. You were saying that you wanted like some more, I guess, in your mind. Obviously, it's a kids movie, but like grittiness, I guess you could say, or like that's some of these characters died, and that would like make it a little bit more.
Impactful, I
And
guess.
yeah, yeah, it would make it more impactful. So we're gonna watch right now is a fan film of
Oh, I
the
love
Power
fan films.
Rangers of the Power
Oh,
Rangers.
oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait. Um, I, I really hate to break this to you.
Uh-huh.
I might have watched it. I don't
That's
know.
fine.
I don't know
That's
if
fine. We're gonna
you
watch it
show
again.
me, maybe
We're gonna watch it
we'll see.
again.
Okay.
So this was directed by Joseph Kahn, and he also did fan film for oh gosh, who was it?
When was this
The
made?
Punisher.
Or
This
when
was
was
made
this
like
released?
in
Several years ago?
2004. No, 2024.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe not.
14.
Maybe I haven't
2014.
seen it.
I wanted to get your reaction on this because I think this was around the era where they were doing like gritty reboots of like everything.
Yeah.
They did the gritty reboot. They already started already, but Batman with the Nolan ones.
Again.
They tried to do that with the Zack Snyder, the DC universe, gritty reboots. And they
Batman
actually,
gets a reboot like every couple of years,
yeah,
like
and
every
then,
decade.
And they try to do that again with the Power Rangers movie, but it was like, eh. But I think this is really cool. And this movie actually has like stars, like people that and I know for sure one of them. We know one of them
Okay.
for sure because we share our love for Star Wars. So let me share my screens. Dun, 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 dun. Also share audio, yes. And then here we go. Take you on this journey, Tony. Can you hear the sound?
Yep. Oh God, this is the one I saw. It's been a long time.
No, it's the best, dude. I love it.
Oh God. It's just that costume just kind of ruined it for me.
Dude, that costume is pretty crazy.
It's stupid. I'm like, I understand you had a budget, but you couldn't have gotten a better costume. I'm like,
I think that he was the one that did. It might not have been him. It might have been somebody else that did the reboot of.
It's been a long time. God, man, it's been years since
No,
I've
he
seen
did.
that.
He
But
was
I remember.
the one. So Joseph Kahn is the director, right?
Mhm.
I think he did some of the Fast and Furious movies, if I'm not mistaken. Am I thinking making that up? But
don't know.
he also did the reboot or the gritty reboot, the realistic reboot of Mortal Kombat. It's called like, and it had
Oh, okay.
Michael J. White and oh god, what's her name? Six of seven, no, 9 of 6, not 6 of 7, 9 of 6 from Star
Oh
Trek.
God, man, you're
Jerry
hanging
Ryan.
out with the younger generation, obviously.
Yeah.
6, 7.
6, 7. Now they're not going to make this because this is ultra violent,
Oh yeah.
but I think this works.
Oh
I
yeah.
think this works.
I was gonna ask you, did you ever see that movie Uncharted with Tom Holland?
No,
Okay. Can I ask why?
I don't like Tom Holland that much to watch a movie of his.
Okay.
It's not DC. I mean, that's not Marvel.
Okay. So the thing is, I remember. Hold on a sec. Where is my?
Are you talking about the fan film with Nathan Fillion?
Yes. Have you seen that one?
No, but
That
I do like some Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Field, great. That is. Oh my God, man, that was Uncharted. They made this Uncharted fan film, and it's just what, like maybe around 20 minutes long or something like that, and it's just perfect. I was like, that's Nathan Drake.
I really like Nathan Fillion, so I might have to look into it.
Watch it when you can. It is a fun watch. It's, I think, shorts. I don't think it's long. It's around
No.
like this. It's
But I will have to make a correction. There's a Punisher Dirty Laundry one shot. You should watch it. It's really good. But it wasn't him. It wasn't Joseph Kahn. It was the Adi Shankar. He comes out briefly in the in this reboot. Or
What's
in the
the
car.
okay? What's
Punisher
Punisher?
Dirty Laundry. Dirty Laundry.
Dirty Laundry?
He's a producer, the guy who did the Punisher ones. But there's a whole bunch of fan films that he did. He did that one. He did the Punisher one. That one's really good.
There's a lot of good ones out there. I've been seeing a lot of and there actually been a lot of these fan films that are a lot better than what movies are being put out today, unfortunately. But that's because you see the passion behind it. You see the people are really into it, and I'm like, it translates. You see that. You could feel the, because you see this film, fan film.
Who did
The story is really good. The acting's really good. Pretty much, all of the Rangers were getting killed off one by one, and then you find out it was Rita behind the scenes.
Yeah. Okay. So I got it. Every single person I said there. Okay. So the Power Rangers film was one person. Then the Punisher was somebody else, and then the one I was telling you about Mortal Kombat was somebody completely different.
Okay.
It's Kevin Tan. Sure, I don't even know how to pronounce it.
So you were wrong on all parts, guys.
Well, I was wrong on all parts. Good thing we have the internet.
Yay, reliable.
But I suggest you watch those, bro. Yeah.
I love watching fan films. I really do. I love watching this stuff, and I've really been into them these past 2 years, especially because they've been really good. I've been like going on YouTube and seeing a lot of like small studio animation shorts and stuff like that, and they've been really good.
There's a Batman one. There's a Batman one that's like Batman versus the Predator. I think that's pretty good because it was based on the comic book.
Fox had Power Rangers, right?
Yeah.
Fox also had Transformers at the time, didn't they?
I think Fox had most of them, bro.
Like most of them. Okay,
Yeah,
so
because
yeah,
at Fox, they
that's
also had the DC ones. They didn't. I don't think they own it, but they just showed that they had the distributing rights of the. Because the Batman the animated series was on Fox. Then the Superman was on Fox, I think.
have you seen the last Transformers movie they made?
Ooh,
Okay. So, I don't know why I put myself through it, but I did watch it. And they teased something in the end, which I really thought was a fun, great idea.
yeah, I know, I
But
know. Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? G.I.
hey
Joe.
Joe.
They were pretty much, making a lot of these properties that they own, they were putting them together. And I was like, that is awesome. Who else could you bring it?
Yeah, I
So,
think that's might be the next evolution, so to speak, of the media. Because right now, it's not only that it's the superhero stuff. We kind of went past that, but now it's like the multi universe
multiverse.
multiverse stuff that we're going through right now. That's all the rage.
Yeah.
And I think the next thing is going to be mashups of two universes that have no like continuity together. So in essence, the GI Joes and Transformers. This was a while ago. This is probably when 22 Jump Street came out with Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. They actually wrote a script, and I think they were like in the process of trying to get it done, but it was 21 Jump Street meets Men in Black.
Oh,
And I think like that could work. So like what you were saying, like this Power Rangers with the Transformers or like Gundam or Voltron or something like that, or even like Pacific Rim
hmm,
or like some crazy universe. Like I don't think you can do it too much right now with like the superhero stuff
you would have
because
to start slow. Just
yeah, it
to,
would have to be like with I don't know, like some media that you don't because like imagine Batman versus Predator. Like that's cool, but I don't think you can jump straight into that. It would have to be something.
no. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the
I
thing is,
think
like,
that would be the
I
next
was
evolution of it.
thinking, I was more thinking, like, I'm pretty sure they're not going to want to do this until, I mean, it's going to be hard just getting two properties, but I would prefer them to actually get three because that would make things more interesting. But that's also more expensive and that's also more
Yeah, and
convoluted. And I'm
it's
like,
very convoluted, and you kind of run into the. I as much as I do like Ready Player One. It was just a mashup of like
oh, yeah,
you know
yeah, just,
you can mash up the Matrix and something else like the Matrix and I don't know,
it was just a bunch of properties mashed up together
and it
in
was
one
like stuff
at
they
the
were
end.
doing stuff that they usually don't do,
Hmm.
like the Iron Giant. Oh, dude, what about the Power Rangers and the Iron Giant?
I mean, the Iron
Interesting.
Giant is actually still like it has a big following. Surprisingly, I mean, I don't think that movie did well in theaters. It didn't do
Mm-mm.
that much, but I mean, it did. There is a following. A lot of people love it. The thing is that
I think if you would touch that or mix that with something else, people would go
the
crazy
my
not
thoughts
in a
are,
good way.
yeah, but they never went back. They never made a sequel. They never made it. I mean, clearly the Iron Giant's still alive, but they never went back to it. Why? I don't know. I guess again, I guess because it didn't do well in theaters, they were like, what's the point if we didn't make money out off of it? I get that, but I mean, I would love to see the Iron Giant again. But I mean, would today's audience care? Would the kids care today?
No, they wouldn't because I think we're in the generation that was very nostalgic,
Hmm.
and I don't think the older like my parents are not like, oh, let's go watch Astro Boy, let's go watch this, like they don't
Right,
care about
stuff you didn't grow up with, but they did. Yeah,
yeah the stuff that they grew up with. They're not like, oh, let's go watch the new Flintstone movie. Like if they came out with like that, they would be like, I don't care. And then the newer guys, they don't really have anything yet.
they're too young. They don't.
Yeah.
They're not at that nostalgic phase yet.
And it's not really nostalgic for them because they can easily access it whenever they want.
True.
It wasn't until like for us, what like 2010 that we could start accessing all this old media.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely for me. I was in my mid
That's my
20s or
belief.
so, where I was able to access a lot of stuff that, yeah, because literally I have been actually going back and watching and trying to finish certain shows
Yeah.
and certain movies, getting them off my backlog. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that, and it's been pretty fun. It's been really enjoyable. Not all movies are great, but still,
That's true.
it's pretty.
In
It's still,
essence, like this movie.
yeah.
Not
I
all
mean,
movies
this
are good.
this movie's definitely for people who are nostalgic for it, who grew up with it. And I mean, for someone who didn't, it is very. To me, it just felt like more of the same. It didn't feel like the threats were higher, the scale was bigger, the fights were more
They say
impactful.
like he's gonna take over the world, but they didn't really show that.
No, he just took over a
Angel
small
Grove,
part of town, a
Angel Grove.
county, if you
Yeah,
maybe a county, not even a county, and just said, "Okay, throw yourselves off the
yeah, because it was
off
like
a cliff."
that's not all the adults in the city. Like so, it was just like a couple of adults.
Yeah, and the problem that I had with this is like, did he really need humans to do his bidding? This is a being that could create life using his snot, just spitting out a loogie, and then to make them do. He didn't really need to go out and have kids take a jar of his ooze, if you will, and brainwash a county of adults just to build what? I mean, I understand what the whole point is, to make a huge two huge mechs that the Power Rangers, the Zords, can fight against. That's it.
But
But
I mean, this is not what the writers thought. But I would justify his actions that it was just to subjugate. That's all it was.
yeah,
Like he didn't need them, but it was just to subjugate. Now again, this is not what the
okay,
writer.
yeah,
It's not what the writers thought.
right, right.
But
But I could see that. I mean, I found it very confusing when he was destroying Zordon's lair, that he said that he was upset that he missed the Renaissance, the Black Plague, certain, you know, things that happen
the
on
Brady Bunch
Earth.
reunion,
Yeah, the Brady Bunch reunion,
that was
stuff
pretty
that happened
funny.
on Earth. I found it funny, but I was like, you're a 6,000+ year old being doing. I understand it's for the movie, but I'm like, why are you referencing things that only happened on Earth? Aren't you?
Yeah, from
You're
another
now
planet.
referencing universal things, other planets, galaxies, and I'm like,
Are they always? Why are they always obsessed with Earth? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
if we
what's
really,
what's so great about this planet?
if it really is like in these universes that like or in these worlds that there's other planets. It's like trillions of planets. It's like why is Earth always so special? I was just thinking right now they if they made this now, he would say like, I missed the BTS reunion. I
Yeah.
missed the pandemic.
Okay.
I missed
Yeah.
9/11. I missed
Oh my
the
God. Yeah.
recession.
Okay. Yeah. That would have.
We hit the
I
second
would have
tower.
seen that. I would have actually laughed at the. Okay. Well, 9/11 not so much, but you know what I mean.
No,
I
we're
would have
American.
laughed at these jokes, and I think, did you laugh at the jokes when Ivan Ooze started making these one-liners? Did you enjoy
When
that?
he did, yeah. The other jokes that other people made, they weren't funny, but his were funny.
I mean, Kimberly did some good one-liners. When she entered the Zord, she was like classic stereo or something like that.
Yeah,
She
like
she had
house and
certain.
stereo.
Yeah, I was like, all right, yeah,
Have a nice trip. See you next fall.
yeah, something like that. Last thoughts. I really liked the Yellow Ranger, played by Karen Ashley, who plays Aisha Campbell.
Aisha Campbell.
I I would have immediately had a crush on her if I was younger. If I saw this, I would have. Yeah, the Black Ranger, Adam Park. I was like, I mean, these two other guys. I was like, I was really confused. Well, because I guess they didn't have their powers. Remember this skeleton of a dinosaur or something that came to life?
Yeah,
I just had a hard time. Okay, why are you guys having a hard time fighting this thing? You're the Power Rangers, and
yeah.
is it because they didn't have their powers yet,
They didn't have
or
powers yet.
okay, so that's what it was. Okay, I was just confused on why, like, they literally, one of them was hitting it with a stick or something. I'm like, why are you doing that? And then I was like, oh, okay, something I missed here. But I guess it was really, it's very funny seeing it as an adult as well. When they get serious into fighting, their masks and their hoodie goes on, and it's obviously, as an adult, they do that so
The cutscene. Yeah,
right, for the stunt work, the stuntmen can swap places and they can do
yeah.
the stunt work. It's obviously, but
Oh,
I would have
obvious when they were
I would have seen that
parachuting.
as a kid. I would have seen that as a kid and be like, oh, when they had their hoodies on, they're more powerful, more serious, awesome, let's go. But as an adult, I saw that, oh, okay, it's obviously to swap places with the
Yeah,
stunt
you
people.
can obviously tell that there's some people when they're skydiving for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
because like the person that was like doing the one for Kim, I'm almost positive it was a dude, and it was like 2 feet taller than Kim
I
was.
I saw that. I thought it was me. I was like, why? I saw it, could have been because I remember seeing that. I was like, that looked weird. But
The other continuity thing that I noticed is So in the final battle, when they come back and they're fighting with their new robots, their new Zords,
Right.
and then Ivan goes into one of
One of the mechs he makes or
mechs,
something
and he
like
gets
that.
big.
Which is one of them is an ant. Was that right? A
I think it was a
mantis or
bee.
something?
It was a bee and a or a wasp. He says
Okay.
wasp. Yeah, it's a wasp, and then the other one is a scorpion, I think.
Okay.
So he gets into it and he gets
All right.
big, and then he takes the observation tower that's in Melbourne. I think they filmed it in Melbourne.
They were he literally was on that, and once he got
Rips
on that
it,
machine, yeah.
but that thing is like the tallest building in the city, and then when he takes it off to use it as a staff, it's like half his size. I'm like, that what?
Something off, yeah. Yeah, obviously. Something.
And also too, that thing's made out of concrete. It would crush.
It would crumble.
It would crumble. All right,
Yeah.
then, bro. Thank you so much for doing
Oh
this.
no, thank you. I mean, I always enjoy
I'm glad you watched this
all of
silly,
this stuff.
stupid movie.
It was
30
fun.
years. Dude, right now when you said 30 years, like obviously, right? But
Dude,
just to put it in perspective, dude.
I literally cried in the corner. You know, after realizing this, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm turning into ash."
Yeah,
yeah,
my bones are crumbling just like
yeah,
Rita's makeup in that movie.
It was a fun watch. I really enjoyed my time. Like, I always enjoy, our talks.
So yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And
Yep.
we'll do this another time.
And
Awesome.
yes, that'd be great.
Maybe we'll watch another nostalgic movie. Maybe you can show me your Digimon movies.
Oh God, no! The problem with this one, you would have to you would have to grow up with it and seen the show. The timeline. There's 3 timelines, 3 movies with different.